I've always known I've had gum disease, and just slowly they've been falling out. Hi, I'm Jimmy and I'm 51 years old. Like I said, I haven't had a chewing gum in 30 years, I reckon. Meat, I haven't really chewed, just a steak I haven't had for so many years. Probably about 20 odd years. I haven't had, because I had no back teeth and I couldn't really chew anything. I didn't want to connect with any girls or anything like that because I was just embarrassed about my teeth, basically. To tell you the truth, I don't think they gave me a lot of options. They just said that because of my gum disease, that my teeth will eventually fall out, slowly, which they slowly were. The stupidest thing I ever did was listen to a friend that was getting her mouth done in Bali, and because of her encouragement, I suppose, she talked me into doing it as well. So I actually got back teeth done. And basically I had them for 2 weeks after coming back to Australia, and they went loose and fell out, basically. And when I went to the dentist, he showed me what they did and showed me the screws and showed me what should have went in. And I just couldn't believe. I thought they went to Bunnings and got screws and put them in my mouth, you know what I mean? When I first woke up at a surgery and I just saw the top teeth, I didn't have bottom teeth at the time, just the top teeth alone, looking at them blew me away. When I say blew me away, I couldn't hold, my emotions I couldn't hold. Like, I was overwhelmed with emotion. I thought it looked fantastic, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't believe I could look at teeth, like I had teeth. And then the next day to tell me I'm gonna get my teeth in? Come on, man. Like, the guys that work that had theirs done, they waited 3 months, I think, to get their actual teeth in. You're telling me I'm getting my teeth in the next day. I felt more privileged than they did because I'm getting my actual teeth in the next day and I'm walking out with my teeth, man. Like, what do you mean? I've got to wait 3 months with plastic teeth and all the stories they were telling me. And when I compare my teeth to theirs, I've got the Rolls Royce, man. I'm not kidding you when I say this, I've actually got the Rolls Royce. Yeah. Because I look at their teeth and I compare mine now. Mine look fantastic and more natural, if you know what I mean. Pain I went through was very minimal. I didn't swell up like I thought I was. I didn't go black, purple, yellow in the face like I expected to. It's only been like 12 days, I think. I mean, not even 2 weeks yet. And I was at the beach a few days ago throwing the frisbee around with a mate. So, to me, that's saying something, man. Like, I don't know, the recovery was amazing, I believe. My confidence now has skyrocketed. I've started flirting again, which I stopped flirting and was very cautious about flirting. I didn't want to flirt with anyone because of the way I looked. And now that when I can see them looking at my teeth, I just feel more confident.
How about we have a look?
Hello?
Yeah. Are you ready? Big smile.
Oh my God! No way!
They look amazing.
Oh, they look amazing.
They look amazing. Wow.
I love you, bro.
I love you.
I'll probably sit in the mirror and cry sometimes, share a tear for what you've done. And I still do every now and then cry about it because you've done an amazing job. I'm just looking forward to eating my first steak. Can't wait to eat an apple because I love my apples. I haven't had an apple in 25 years, I reckon, maybe longer. I don't know how long. But it's been an extremely long time. Just a simple apple, man. I can't wait to eat that.